Hello, Victors. I am here with a special Mercury retrograde reading. Mercury is in Virgo. Mercury, planet of communication, winged messenger Hermes, is in the most meticulous and pure of signs, Virgo, and it is moving backwards. So make sure to create additional to-do lists. Make sure that you're revising, reviewing, checking everything that you need to do, making a list and checking it twice. I made a unique spread for this retrograde because Virgo season, I'll be honest, it's not my season. So I needed a little bit of advice as well in terms of what to review, so what needs further attention in our lives, what to reward, what energy should we be moving towards at this moment for a positive outcome, and what to revise, what needs editing and perhaps removal. So to review what we want to kind of spend a little extra attention on, here we have the King of Wands, the culminating card of the fire suit. Wands is associated with fire, passion, creative energy, action, willpower. So the King card can often be associated with leadership as well, mastery of a suit. So something that maybe you've been planning for a long time that requires a certain kind of execution. It needs your detailed and focused attention in this moment. Mercury in Virgo is a time where things can go incredibly well and they can also slip off the tracks, but planning during this retrograde will set you up to have the best outcome when we're done with it. So what to reward? What is the energy that we should be moving towards at this moment for a positive outcome? I think it's so interesting to get the Seven of Cups here. So 7 is the number of completion. Cups is a suit of water, emotional energy, softness, emotional literacy, creativity. The Seven of Cups, as you can see here, there's a lot of different options in these cards. There's, the heart, or in these cups, there's the heart, the flower, another crow, it seems, right? A laurel, a snake, a landscape of some kind. There are a lot of options on the table, and what this is telling me is that what would be rewarded right now is decision-making, is discernment. It doesn't mean act on those decisions necessarily, unless you kind of already have a roadmap and know what you need to be doing. But planning and discernment in this time will be rewarded. So using this review and editing retrograde time to really understand your options. It's harvest season. We've planted a lot of summery seeds, springtime seeds, and now we're ready to choose our fighters. I keep joking and saying it's choose your fighter season, but y'all, it really is. So what we need to revise, what needs editing and perhaps removal. The Five of Swords. So 5 is a number of perspective, right? I think about the 5th dimension, but you can also think about when you unite mind, body, soul in a holy 3D trinity, right? Then you have the 4D action, an embodiment of that. And then you have 5D, which is the ability to observe, right? 5 is the element of poetry, okay? Commentary on existence. So thinking about the 5 of Swords, which is air and ideas, a review of the kinds of ideas that we're putting forward in the world, the kinds of moralities and ideas we might be sinking into, the biases we might hold. This can do with gossip, conflict, and also our own personal sense of victory, I would say, is the thing that needs editing. Like, what is a success to you? One of my decks associates this with the Matthew quote about what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the world and lose his soul, right? Don't compete with others. Mind your ethics. These are great things to keep in mind. And the 5 of Swords comes up. You just want to make sure that you're not fighting a battle you don't need to fight. And I think in retrograde, that's a very easy thing to do. Just this morning, I was thinking, yes, certain parts of my garden are very well watered and there are other parts that are parched, and I need to make sure I'm not overwatering the things that are going very well and turn my attention to the things that need it, right? So the 5 of Swords, you have a crow sitting here with the 2 swords, and then these 3 swords sort of dispersed amongst the other crows. The fighting is over, but there's still kind of a turbulent sky, right? So you could be either party in this card. It helps to kind of know where you associated yourself with the victorious crow, the ones fleeing, the ones lying on the battlefield, right? So again, to revise, definitely revising our own sense of victory, definitely revising our sense of competition and conflict, definitely revising our attention to gossip, right? Things like that. Which, focus on yourself. You have an abundant garden of things available to you. Some discernment will be needed. And if things feel stagnant, try to work on what is available to you. And honey, it might be organizing your pantry, okay? Looking at what house you have Virgo in will definitely help to see what you should be focusing on. All right, I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see you for the Pisces full moon next week.